we shall give him the chocolate dance.
Yeah. Woo. Everybody in the world likes chocolate. We love it. Oh, it makes you happy. Yeah, it gets you sexy. It makes you fat. But we don't care about that. Now come on. Mama, she said, roly poly. Papa, he said, holy moly. Everybody want a chocolate. Choco. All the girls want candy, candy. All the boys get ready, ready. Everybody want a chocolate. Come on. Choco. Clap, clap. Choco. Clap, clap. Everybody say a chocolate. Here we go. Choco. Clap, clap. Choco. Clap, clap. Everybody say a chocolate. Chocolate. Choco. Chocolate. Choco. Chocolate. Choco. Here we go. Mama, she said, roly poly. Papa, he said, holy moly. Everybody want a chocolate. All the girls want candy, candy. All the boys get ready, ready. Everybody want a chocolate. Come on. Choco. Clap, clap. Choco. Clap, clap. Everybody say a chocolate. Here we go. Choco. Clap, clap. Choco. Clap, clap. Everybody say a chocolate. Chocolate. Choco. Chocolate. Chocolate. Choco. Chocolate. Choco. Wave to the people on the left hand side now. Wave to the people on the right hand side now. Wave to the people with a pretty backside. Now we do it all again and we feel alright. A choco. Clap, clap. 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 Everybody say a chocolate. Chocolate. A choco. 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 Chocolate. A choco.
You like it? You like it? You like the dance? You like the dance, but I don't see everyone dancing. Huh? Shall we dance more? No. Okay. We already have the hall almost full. And if Miss Lily Denu is here, you please come and check your time. Miss Lily, yeah, is she here? Okay, there is a lost and found umbrella here. It is with Miss Olivia. If anyone wants to get the umbrella, please have it. So, Miss Lily Denu, she's from Don Bosco Parish. Please take your time, Miss.
Good afternoon, everyone. The title of my song is Kakang Hoi Lai.
Are you all ready? I hope everyone have your lunch properly. Yes, I hope everyone is ready. So now we are going for the next session. So before we proceed to the next session, let me make a short introduction of our new session, session number 3. A brief introduction. So our next session will be Sir Andrew Larpy. This is a short introduction for him. He worked as an assistant teacher in Don Bosco High School, Salemving, for several years before he was selected to join the Border Security Force as an assistant commandant in 1990. Okay, now, during the early 90s, he was deployed in Pakistan border as well as in internal security during the peak of militancy in Punjab. He served in Kashmir Valley combating the separatist movement from 1994 to 1996. Later, he was deployed in border management duties in Bangladesh, Tripura, Meghalaya, and in counterinsurgency role in Manipur and Nagaland. And in 2002-2021, he was deployed on a peacekeeping mission as a police officer under the United Nations mission in Kosovo, UNIMIK, for which he was awarded with UN Medal in the Service of Peace. Also in 2016, he was awarded with the President Medal for Meritorious Service. And for 3 years, he was posted as chief instructor to supervise the training at Subsidiary Training Center, BSF Churchanpur. After serving the nation for 28 years, in 2018, he retired from the rank of commandant and active service. That was the short introduction of our new session for session number 3, which we are going to have today. So now, before we give up everything to him, we would like to give a little presentation to our Sir Andrew Larpy. So I request Sir to please kindly come on the stage, and youth kindly please get ready with the gift. Please, Sir. As he come out, kindly please all, let's give him a clap. As we have presented a short gift, so I now request Sir Andrew Larpy to kindly take his time, and I hope, dear youths, to kindly enjoy the session, and I hope he is coming with a big knowledge to share everything what he have to share all the youths of the people who are gathered today. So I request Sir Andrew to kindly take up his time.
Thank you very much, Mr. Joseph Hokip, Vice President MCYO, and I'm very much thankful for the present and the gift that you have been given to me. That's beautiful hat and the stole. Thank you very much. It was a big introductions. So from the introductions you can make out, my subject would have been much better. It was something to do with some kind of military maneuvers or endeavors or duties, right? But now, 1 week ago, I think, Mr. Joseph Haukip came to me and said, we are having this gathering here for as a pilgrim of hope, the youth, Catholic youth of Manipur. So we would like you to have one session with us. Then I said, okay, I have no speciality or regarding this thing regarding the youths as such as a subject matter. But I said I will try my best to come and at least do my presentation for you, which I feel is relevant and good for you all. So we are all the pilgrim of hopes, right? Are we? Including me, we are on a journey and we are all the pilgrim of hopes. Before I embark onto my distinct subject that was given to me, it's a very huge distinct subject for which I may not be able to really justify in the whole context as it is. But I would like to come up with some few points that will be something like very academic and certain values and qualities or some kind of shortcomings or what can be done as a youth. So all the things I will try to come out in a very academic way. So in between, if you have any questions or something like that, if I could answer, I will try to do my best. So first of all, as the pilgrim of hope, what exactly is this hope? Why are we on a pilgrimage and having a hope? Hope can be a very small word or it can be a very big word as per the uses, as per your uses. I hope that I will be doing good in my examination. That is also a hope, right? Or if I say, I hope to pass my examinations, that can also be a hope. But today we are talking about the hopes that is very, very important. It's regarding our salvations. So as we embark on the pilgrim as a pilgrim of hope, we have to understand, passing through this cruel war from a young age, maybe till the age when we will be no more, up to the age of, say, in the old age. So that way, let me jump in straight to the subject or the subject of discussion or the subject that has been given to me. First of all, there should be a beginning, then can be a discussion, then later on there can be an ending, right? So who are the youths? Who are we? In a very simple terms, who are we? Can anybody do it? Can anybody answer? Who are we? Who is the youth of today? Or is there anyone who has not passed through? And every human being or any human being who has not gone through that period of life or phases of life, which includes the youth. Will there be anybody? At one point of time, we were, even our fathers, our grandfather, they were youth in one occasion, right? But I'm not sure whether there is one lucky fellow who has not gone through being a youth. Who could that be? Can you guess it? That the fathers may be able to answer it, but if I am not wrong, when God created man, he created whom first? Adam. I think he was a full-grown man the moment he was created. Right? He could be the only person who has not gone through be part of being a youth, if I'm not wrong. Of course, I'm not a theologian. I don't really fully know the correct answer. So youth is a time when one is young and between childhood and adulthood. That everybody knows. Then comes the age between being a baby, then up to the age of 9 and 10. That is called what we call more or less the formative years. Then we have the puberty. Then we have the teenage years. Then we have the young adults, right? So all those phases slowly you have to come through. So as per the United Nations, or as per the government of India, the age of youth, which is is given as 15 to 29, right? So, and the physical age of any human being could be 14 to 35 years. So this is a very, very crucial period of life. Before 14 or in the adolescent years, we have no full knowledge of what we are. But the moment when we come as the puberty beyond 14 and as we enter the teenager, we started realizing regarding the world and the things that is happening around us. So, first of all, now let's come to the next point. Next slide, please. As we pass through, I said, as a youth, there are people who have gone through the generation before us. You can see it from the slide given up here. Number one, identified as the lost generations. Those are the people who were the first to enter the 20th century, right? Then later on we have the greatest generation, they call it, 1901 to, these are the people who were born between 1901 and 1927. They are now they are more than, if they are still alive, they will be more than 100 years old, beyond, right? So you can just glance through and look at the slides over here where the youths of different decades are classified. Is there, I think that the other than the fathers and some of the elder one, most of us would be in which age? In which age or in which decade do you identify yourself? Huh? ZY. ZX. For me, if I have to include myself in this category, I'll be somewhere in the number 4 in the baby boomer groups. So, this is the way how the generations are classified by the sociologists, or rather by demographer. And the age where these peoples are born are as it is given there, and the approximate age groups are given now as it is there. You can see from the slide. Okay. In the lost generations, that is 1883 to 1930, then later on we have the greatest generations. Then most of us are, as you say, those who are present today will be probably as the generation Z, X, Y, and Z. Alpha will be a little too young, and Beta are starting from this year onward, as per the demographer. This Michael, Australian, he said Mark Grindle is an Australian demographer. He's a scientist. Okay. This is the brief introduction about the youth in the past decades. And now let us jump into the problems what the youth faces in a very academic approach. Next slide, please. Okay, this is Swami Vivekananda. You know, he's a very philosopher, sociologist. He said that youth is the time to decide your future. Youth is a time to decide your future while you possess the energy of youth. While you are still having the vigor, the energy, the urge to do. Youth is a time when you have the spirit as well as the health that can embark you into a journey beyond which is imaginable. It's up to your potential. It's up to your preparation. It's up to your uptake. How you will succeed into the future. Okay, next slide, please. There is a philosopher or sociologist, Michael Beckett. He come up with some kind of inspired, after going through all those generations in the decades, he come up with a certain group of people in every generation, okay? This is not in one particular generation. Even for Gen X, maybe Gen Y, or Gen G, or Gen Alpha. All these decades of groups, they have something to do with this result after his studies. Number one, you can see they are respectable youth. It can be in the Gen X, it can be in the Gen Y, or it can be in any other group. The respectable youths are those youth who conform to rules and avoid troubles. Number one. Number two, we have the people, delinquent youth. Who engage in illegal activities. What could be that illegal activities? Could be against the norms, acting against the establishments, against the rules and regulation of a school, maybe against the law and order of the nations. It couldn't be anything. They are this group of people who are known as the delinquent youth who engage in illegal activities. Number three, we have the cultural rebel group. Who could be this cultural rebel group? In the other way, these are the people who are out of the normal way of life. They are into some kind of creativities, say in some kind of arts or into music. They have that specialty into arts and cultures, into music and some creative activities. So this group of youths are known as cultural rebel youth. Then we have number four. Who are they? I think many of us could identify with this, especially in our environment and here in the Northeast. Politically militant youth. These are the group of people who involved in against the establishment. They are involved in all kind of protests and demonstrations against the perceived injustice, or it can be anything which is against against their own ideas or the things that they wanted to be. So this is a group of people who are found in every generation. Okay, let's go on. I have only a few slides, just bear with me. It's not very long. I think 18 or 19 distinct slides only. So try to concentrate and listen to me carefully. Okay, next. Problem faced by Indian youths today. What are they? Number one. Because of the explosions, in population, as well as the increase in the numbers of educated people, there's a lot of, in the modern, especially in our time now, at this present moment, we have unemployment or underemployment. Unemployment means those people who have not got a job. That is as simple as that. And what do you mean by underemployment? Underemployment is that you are very qualified. You must have done your PhD or something like that. But you are not being offered that job according to your equivalent to your education. Or you can become suppose you work as a salesman, or you just become a bus conductor or something like that. Although you have done your graduation or some high degree. So that is called underemployment. Then another is the educational challenges. Educational challenges is not much of our which is under our control, because some of the curriculum which are being taught in many of the institutions, or what we call in many of the Institute of Excellence, they are teaching something else, a subject which is not very applicable in our own life, or those are the subjects which may be not of my own interest. So those curriculum, although I like it or not, just to get being admitted in that institution, I have to take up. So those are called the educational challenges that is coming up. So for that, I think many of you would like to become an engineer, or many of you would like to become a medical into the medical professions, or some of you may like to come into something else. But you don't get the choice, or you don't get the institutions where you can take up that kind of subject in which you are interested. So there's a dilemma we are talking about. Okay, number 3 is, what is that? Mental health issues. What do you mean by mental health issues? We all know what is the physical health issues. When your body is not responding to acid or not working as it should be, you become sick or ill. But this is an issue that is something to do with your mind or your psychology. So in order, this issue is affecting a lot of us, especially in your youth time, where you are still learning, you are still very vulnerable, you have not yet fully understand what is all the life is all about. You have not reached up to your potential. You have not finished your education. You have not understood fully what is all life is all about. So in that period, you have a lot of pressure because there is a lot of uncertainty and unknown. In a military terms, we call it unknown fear. Unknown fear is something is very, very dangerous. Especially when I was working in some part of Kashmir or in Punjab and all, we were all the time under this immune stress, mentally and physically, because we don't know when these militants or these insurgents or this terrorist strike, just like it happened in Nambol just yesterday. So we used to go through all kind of stress because We don't know. We have this fear of the unknown, of what can happen to you is beyond your control. You cannot control it. How much studies you done in your military, in your schooling days, or in your subject. But that is something very, very difficult to forecast, that things can happen like this. So this is the period of youth in your age. During your youth, you find it very difficult to cope up with this. Some of the situation or issues which is beyond your control. Okay. As a youth, you are nowadays, as we are, number 4, we are exposed to all kind of substance abuse. You know what I'm talking about. You all know it very well. Even in a society, in our surrounding, in our village, we have maybe some of our relatives who are victim to this kind of who are victim of this drugs and other substance, which is affecting their health as well as their own mental existence. Then comes the social and cultural pressure. Social and cultural pressure, that is called because of these competitions, because of the high rate of employments and limited job avenues, there's a lot of competitions, which is affecting the youth because parents are supporting you that you should become somebody. They expect you to stand in your 2 feet by yourself after some times. But in the long run, if you see, many of us has graduated, many of us has done some of our studies, but even then, we are finding it very hard to find a place for our own positions. So, especially for us, for the Northeast youth, when we go out from our region, from this region from Northeast, if you go to the mainland, we face some kind of discriminations, racially, even in our faith, in religions, different in cultures, so that those people who are outside, maybe in Chennai or in Delhi or in other places, we face some kind of discriminations that is also affecting us in our endeavors or in our life. Then the next is what? Corruption and lack of opportunity. Things are not as we expected. The government schemes are not. The government schemes and facilities which are supposed to be given to us are not coming us down to the grassroots level, or as we expect, things are not being implemented. That is because of high corruptions by the institutions which are supposed to be serving us. Then one of the other problem faced by the youth today is, of course, this cannot be our own making. This is not that we could be very, beyond these things, control. Especially for us, those of us, we come from the rural area. There's a hardships in economic. There's a circle of poverty, so which is affecting us, our education, and in our endeavor to go ahead in life. It is limiting us. It is drawing us back because of the economical problems. Okay. The next is what we have, digital addiction and social media. Each one of you, I know, nowadays we are all, even small kids, before going to school are operating the phone, smartphone. So this addiction to smartphone and social media is affecting our lives, affecting our life as a student, affecting our social life. It has enslaved us. Instead of going for a positive things, or instead of concentrating more on our subjects and well-being physically as well as in our learning in our schooling, these addictions has led us to astray. It takes us astray away from what we are supposed to do. So this is one of the big problem that the youth is facing nowadays. Then let us come to the next number, that is crime and juvenile delinquency. Many of us, due to the underprivileged youth, especially when we compare ourselves, it was just for the heck of it. Maybe I come from a poor family, maybe I come from a very back rural area, but taking that excuse of being not able to have what others are having is making you do bad things. What is that bad thing called? You lose your concentrations in your studies. You form up a kind of jealousy, envy, which in turn affect you as a student or as a human being as you grow. So these are the problems that is being faced by the youth, as I could put it up for you today. Okay, next slide, please. Weaknesses of youth. Okay, these are the problems which in the first in the earlier slide, I was putting up some of the problems that was faced by the youth, wherever you may be. Maybe you are in Europe or you may be in other places. Those are the problems faced by each one of us in these generations. On top of that, within us as a youth, we have some problem too. We have some shortcomings too. What are they? Weakness of youth are inexperience, immaturity, and lack of knowledge, and making poor decisions. I'm pointing out these weaknesses because, first of all, we have to understand our weakness first. Without knowing our weakness, how do we correct ourselves? How can we go forward? How can we make ourselves a better person without knowing my own weaknesses? First, we have to understand that if I have this problem or if I have this weakness in me, I have to take certain steps, or I have to take some corrective measure so that I can reduce or overcome these weaknesses. Number one is the inexperience. You are learning in the learning stage. So, because of being inexperienced, you cannot really understand or understand what is going on. there is a lot of confusion. So in order to overcome that, you have to learn more and concentrate on your weaknesses, where you lag behind, so that you can make a corrective measure and go ahead. The next point is immaturity. Of course, naturally, as a youth, you are still growing physically and mentally, so that maturity has not yet come. There's a lot of things that you have to go through, understand, experience. Many of the matured people, or when we come up to adulthood, many of our good deeds or many of our achievements first come by making mistakes. When we overcome those, identify those mistakes, take a corrective steps, then only when you overcome, then you become more experienced and become a better person. Number 3 is the weaknesses of a youth is lack of knowledge. Because we are still, naturally, we are still in the learning age, with a learning time. We are in the schooling, some of us in the college, some of us are doing our, some higher degree courses. So our experience is still yet in the process of, maturing. So the weakness of a youth is still to overcome all those in the academic field, or if you are in the other professions. First of all, you have to finish that curriculum or the studies or the degree or those syllabus. Then only you have the knowledge to go ahead and apply them in your life. Another weakness in the youth is poor decision making. See, as a young man or as a young people, we intend to take decisions of our own. Sometimes our parents or our elders tell us something to do, or then we overrule their decision or overrule their advice, taking a decisions of our own without fully knowing the consequences. So when that happened, we intended to do a lot of mistakes, for which we have to regret it later on. So one of the main weaknesses of the youth is poor decision making. So in the first chapter, I have covered up the problem faced by all of us. Okay? Then now, in the third chapter, we cover about the weaknesses that is in us as a youth. So we have to identify those first of all. Then only we can go ahead. So coming to the next slide again. What is it? Now, let us come to the strength and the advantages of being a youth. I have already come the problem that we face. Now we know what is our weaknesses as a youth. Now, what are the qualities that is required or that is in us, inbuilt in us, which you have to activate or which we have to make use of it to propel ourselves into the future and become successful? So, number 1, I think we can go to the next slide. What is it? These are the qualities that is already inbuilt in you as a youth. The only thing you have is you have to come out without fear, use it. You may made a mistake, but polish it, and these are the quality that is already inbuilt. You don't have to get it from outside, or you don't have to get it from your academic studies. Those academic studies or in the schooling, that will only help you to polish it. But these qualities are already in you, which you have to you should know how to use it so that you can become a better person or a successful person. Good communication skill and interpersonal skill. See, as an old elder people, it is very difficult to find a friend. But as a young boy, as a young youth, wherever you may go, you can easily link up with any other person, maybe a person whom you have never seen before. So that advantages that you have. You have a lot of ideas, or you have a lot of similarities with other person, whether he may or she may belong to a different region or different places. That advantages that you have. So, one of the strengths of the youth is good communication skill and interpersonal skill. As a grown-up, it's very difficult to make friends. When you grow up, no. Because we have a lot of inhibitions. Oh, what can go wrong? What would he think? That kind of, no. So there are many things which draw you back or held you back as a matured or as an adult. But in your youth, as a youth, you have this quality of being a good communicator and having a good interpersonal relations with other people who may be new to you. Then, let's come to the next, that is active listening. See, to project an idea or to say something which is in our mind is very easy. But to listen to the ideas of other, or what the other person is interested in, or what is the other person is trying to convey to us, we hardly pay any attention to that. So, one of the quality that is needed here, the ability to pay attention to other person and try to focus on what he is trying to relay or convey to you, so that every one of us, each one of us, every individual or every other person have their own ideas, which I may not know. So, when you listen, you have the ability to listen as a youth or a friend, or to your friend or your peers. That helps you to become a better person by receiving the ideas from others also. Okay, next is number 3, collaborations with others. What do you mean by collaboration with others? As I said, when you grow older, it is very difficult to make friends or to just join some other people, a bunch of other group, which we never come across. But if you look at the children, especially in the kindergartens, in the lower primary, so people, the children, how they, mingle very easily, right? Without any inhibitions. That is the quality that is there in you. So, as a youth, you should make use of that quality of being able to mingle and interact with others. That will make you a better person. Then the next topic is what? Team dynamic. Team dynamic is the things which is important to function as a group or society. You cannot survive alone in this world. Or in every endeavor, you cannot survive. You cannot do anything. You cannot make a team by yourself. you have to have a group of like-minded people, or a group or a team to achieve whatever is there to be achieved. Single-handed and only, it is very difficult to work. So, my dear friends, you have to learn to have a team, or a team to help you in achieving your goals. Okay, next is adaptability. Next, adaptability. What do you mean by adaptability? Unless you are able to adapt to different situations, it is very difficult to progress. You should be able to adjust yourself to new situations, because you cannot be at home all the time. When you are at home, you are very, very comfortable. But when you come out of your home, you are exposed to different kind of factors. Then, unless you can identify or the lifestyle or the living conditions or with other people, then you become a loner. So, my dear friends, one of the things that is needed to live and progress ahead is you should be able to adapt yourself in any environment for which you have to prepare yourself. Unless you are able to adjust to different situations, that means you can stay in your home only. By staying in your home or in your society or in your village only without going out and all, then you can make it out. You cannot become anybody. So this adaptability in any environment, in any situation, is very, very important as a youth. So in order to adapt yourself to any environment, what is the important point? One is to focus how you feel in that situation. When you step out from one place and come to another location, you have to first of all be aware how you feel in that new location or in that new place. Are you following me? Or is this going over your head? I'm talking about only the situations that you have as a youth, that it's very important to adapt yourself in any situation. Some situation may be very difficult. Some situation may be favorable to you also. But different people or different youth or many of us will not come across the same situations. It will be different. Mine may be different, yours may be different. Or if you go to one place, the situation may be different. If you go to another place, the same thing must be changed. The value will change. So for that you have to be ready to adapt to whatever it comes to you. You should be able to feel what is going on in your surrounding. Then only you can adapt yourself, make changes if need be. Okay. When you come to a new place or when you find yourself in a new situation or in a difficult situation, focus on the short term first. What you can do. Not in the long run, say afterward. Because since you are new to that place or new to that situation or new to that kind of problem, first of all, you have to identify what I can do. Instead of not just sit back and feeling lonely or feeling frustrated or something like that. It should not be like that. First of all, in any situation when you find yourself a little bit upset, the thing is you have to focus on what you can do. Then, each one of us possesses some kind of quality. Some of us are good in sports, some of us are good in singing, some of us are telling jokes, or whatever it may be. So you have to remember yourself what value that you possess. Since you are coming to in the difficult situations, finding yourself in a difficult environment doesn't mean that you have become belittled. The only thing is that when you come to that kind of situation, even then, you have to think about the good quality that is in you. You have to try to understand the good quality that is in you, the merits that you have done, the good things that you have achieved, maybe insignificant to others. What I am trying to saying is that whenever you feel some sort of difficulties find yourself in a difficult situation, try to remember the good things in you at least. That will keep you afloat till better times comes. Okay, next is when things doesn't work as you perceive or as you wanted it to happen, you try to do things hoping that it will be like this. You're trying to achieve some things and you take a steps and you move forward it, but somehow it doesn't work out because of certain factors in life. And you find yourself that what's going on, and you've become helpless. You don't know what to do. I want to go to that place, or I want to do these things, or I want to achieve these things, but somehow something is blocking my way. I am not moving forward. So, in that period, you should try to adjust yourself. Where I go wrong? Where did I blunder? Or the way which I am following, is it the correct way? Or should I change course? Should I go in the different directions? If I made my approach from the right side to go to a certain place and the road is bad, so let me go to the left side. At least I may be able to reach that objective through that route. The right side, it doesn't work, so let me try on the left side also. So that kind of alternative, you have to work out within you to go for it. You cannot simply just sit down and walk down and without achieving anything. And this is a time when you are in a bad positions or in a difficult situations, you have to reframe your thoughts. Reframing the thoughts means you have to find out what could be the other means, or how could I go about. So your thinking process, your thought process has to be changed. Then only you cannot be rigid. You have to reframe it. Okay, if it is like this, let me do it. Let me try it this way. Or let me try to do it this way. So that changing option and trying to find a way out is reframing your mind. Then for any objective, like I say, you want to go from point A to point B. So you have a plan set. From point A, I'll go on foot up to that. From that on, I may catch a bus or a train, or I can fly from one place to another place by plane. Okay. Sometimes you walk and you find that the bridge is broken. Or you went by road and you find there's a huge landslide, the bus cannot move forward. Or it may be any other natural calamities or catastrophe which is beyond our control. So, one, you have an objective to do, or when you try to do one thing, and you are making up your mind, I want to do that, I want to go there. So you should not have only one plan. What I'm trying to say is, you should have different plans. One plan doesn't work, then go for the second plan. If the second plan B, or plan A, plan B, then you go for another plan. See, in the military also, in the armed forces, when we plan for an operation or something like that. So suppose, just an example, being my background, just to bear with me. We wanted to capture some objective. There's on the top of the hill, or maybe some place, there's a place where some terrorists or militants or some bad peoples are hiding, and we wanted to catch them. So in order to catch those bad people, I need a plan, right? So what are the plans? How do I reach to that place? Right? Number one. How many people will be needed? How long it will take me to reach that place? How will I go? Walking? Or by vehicle? Or by helicopter maybe? And during this period, what will I need to conduct and catch those bad people? I'll need my guns and ammunitions. I'll need waters for myself to sustain myself. Right? I'll need food. For that period of time, when I go there, how to conduct some operation. So many things has to be considered. So whenever you plan to do, you have some objective or your aim in life, you have to have a plan, not only one. If this road is not allowing me to go this way, try the other one. And you should be ready for all the adversary that will be on your way. How to tackle them. You cannot just walk straight to that point and catch all of those bad people by their neck and bring them down. No. There's no way shortcut for that. You have to have plan A, plan B, or plan C, maybe. Okay. When you find yourself in a difficult place, the only thing is that what you can do is, first of all, do what you can do with the minimum required strength or with your capacity. Don't try to overload yourself. Maybe initially you take a small portion, then you go for a bigger portion, then you go higher like that. Increase your effort. If you try to lift up 100 kg in one go, it is not possible. It will take time. So, whenever you have this kind of problem, what I'm saying is that you should be able to break down phase-wise, piece by piece, maybe in a smaller step, so that in the long run you can go farther and farther and farther instead of trying to make a giant leap to overcome your problems. Okay, let's go to the next slide, please. Next slide. Youth is a time when you should be looking for new experiences and open to trying to new things. That I have already covered a number of times during these things. Okay, next. Next. Empathy. What do you mean by empathy? This is a quality that is very much needed. You have to have care for others. See, love your neighbor as yourself. That is what it's saying, no? So you should be empathy, have empathy for the others, for other people. This is a very, what we call, essential quality that a youth must possess. Next. Patient. Without patience, you cannot. If you are very short temper, you never be able to achieve. For doing any work, to achieve anything, you need patience. You have to be cool. If you are short temper, then nothing can work. You have to very, very meticulously understand the problems, your problems, then only you will find your own solution. Next. Patient for learning, that is not, it doesn't need much explanation here. Whether you like it or not, you have to have the patience to learn more. Only the teaching faculties or during the class time, you cannot understand anything. You have to have that passion to learn by yourself, to experience it. Then only you can gain the full knowledge. Next. Ability to organize. As a youth, you should be able to try to keep track things and ensure that everything is proper place. There are a lot of people who throw everything. No? If you look at the room of one youth, you can see a socks. One socks is the side and the books is there and the table. Some of the tables are there, everywhere. No, scattered everywhere. So these are the people who are very disorganized, never succeed in life. You have to be meticulous. Your things should be in proper place. You have to keep your books. You have to make your routine. You have to be, that habit also has to be there in your daily life. So, organize yourself, what you have to do right from the day 1 to day 2, or till the end. Or from the morning till the evening. What are the things that you have to do? Accordingly, organize your timetable, organize your work, then only you go much farther ahead. Next. The power of youth. The youth has a potential which the older generations no more have. So you have to understand that. This is your privilege. This is the quality and strength that you have, the power, which no one can snatch away from you. But the only thing is that you have to use it in a positive manner for your good and for the betterment of the society. These are the qualities that you have. You have the innovation and the creativity. And all men of 60 and 70 never have that portion. That quality is no more. This is the time to explore yourself and find out what I can do, what can be done. And if you don't come out with any better idea during this period as a youth, then it will be lost forever. Then social activism. What do you mean by social activism? Social activism is a passion to desire for a better world. Youth can be powerful agents of change, promoting inclusivity and advocating the importance of social changes. That means you are the people. Okay, today you say our society is not good. In my village, this is lacking. Or in my society, this is lacking. Or in my neighborhood, this is not working. This is bad. Then who is going to change that one? The previous youth, before you, that generation have failed to do it. Now you find out the shortcomings. Now you find out, oh, this is not good. This is bad. How come it is happening like this? So who is going to do that then? Now it's your responsibility, and you have the strength and the idea for this social activism to improve the society as a whole for the benefits of all. Then the next power that the youth possesses, the collaborative potential. What do you mean by that? As I said earlier, for every individual in life or for achieving any objective, it is never an individual effort. It is never an individual effort. It is always an endeavor or an action taken by a group of people. If you have a good idea, or if you want to do something good for the society, if you start alone, you may have the idea, but without the help of the other people, your friends, your neighborhood, or in your society, without their help, you cannot change anything. So that collaboration, for that collaboration, you must be able to influence those people. Or many of you have the same idea, so unless you work together and come up what can be done with that, then only on those things are possible to be achieved. Okay, next is the future leadership. What is the future leadership? What do you mean by future leadership? You are the pillar of the tomorrow. Everybody have the youth time. They have passed that period. As the generation in the decades, I told you in the beginning of this thing, in the early slides. Every decade has a generations which has influenced in the next generations. So in which generation are we now, as you said? We are in which generation are we all? Say again, please. Gen Z? So those lost generation, we talk about them, or the silent generation we talk about, they were facing those First World War. And those people, again, the next generation, they comes to the Second World War. So they have their influences. Many of the leaders on those decades, they were the youths, not the old man and the aged people. So now, you are the generation G. Your influence will be, your control and achievements, that will be known by the generation Alpha or generation Beta. They'll be judging you now. I thank you for kindly listening to me. Thank you.
So thank you so much, Sir Andrew, for giving us very insightful sessions and big knowledge packages on giving the technical understanding of youths and so many topics. If we have been keeping attention, would have been getting a lot of insights, right? Yes, yes. So thank you so much, sir. We have had big knowledge packages today, starting right from the morning from Father Berman's motivation and on spiritual and emotional intelligence. Then we have Father Paul. Now we have it from Sir Andrew. Thank you so much, sir, for coming and enlightening the leaders of tomorrow. I'm sure you're with me. Yes. Okay, so we have finally come to for the time of break. Okay, for the time of break, I think we better not have the dance right now, because we better break it off, and we need to come back early again because we have many more sessions later on. So we want you to be here before 3:30. Okay, now is the time for you to have break, for you to wash up, for you to take some break, and be here by. Please tell the time. Be here by? Yes, 3:30. I know you want to leave early. That is why you need to respond to me, right? Okay, so we want you here by 3:30, and there are volunteers who are making you sign your attendance, okay? Please fill up those forms, okay? So we disperse from now, and we will see you at 3:30. So thank you so much, sir. Thank you.